we come from Germany. We are a fine art facsimile publishing house, Müller Schindler, and we specialize in historical manuscripts, in the reproduction of historical manuscripts. And that book is one of our highlight books, which is a travel book. It comes from medieval times, from the 13th century, for the 13th century, from the French writer. It comes from France. And that's not here. and this is actually the travel book. So it tells us about travels, that it was it's a really special book because of the size and also the color of the parchment that you can see. It looks almost like it was old, and it was almost it looks really like an original version. So this is kind of very special books because it has a lot of pictures, and he describes his travels. So he was traveling to India, and apparently Christopher Columbus was inspired by this book, Traveling Also. This book in medieval times was a very important book, very famous for all travelers, and they took it like a travel guide. So people were doing the travels in reading that book. This is the landscape from India, for example. As you can see, the golden illumination on the boards. See? This is the book. Is it Jean Malvin?
Ah, okay.
The part of our collection from single leaves that we have. We have a collection of 20 single leaves from diverse Islamic manuscripts, which shows the history of Islamic illumination, of Islamic book art. And that page comes from a blue Quran, which is the only one blue Quran written in blue parchment and the golden letters. And the Quran is about 1,000 years old. So it's a really old manuscript. And there's a facsimile edition in the original format. So you can see the original was made handwritten on the parchment. And it's not a paper, it's a parchment. And I think the original of it is in Morocco, but I'm not sure. So that we produce is a facsimile edition. So that means that it's exactly like it's an exact copy of the original of the manuscript. So even you can see every details from the paper, every change of colors. You see like the pages have irregularities. That's like a darker. That's some cuts because there is not, So everything. Basically everything is the same as in the original. Other one. Special book. It comes also from medieval times, and this is the book about the Troja War. So it was written by Guido Columbus in the 14th century. it describes the Trojan War, the Greek mythology. But for the people in that time, in medieval ages, of course they put the contemporary life to that. So in the book you can see some medieval habits from the cart, from the living on the cart, and the book is a good source to find out how was the life in the medieval age and the royal cart, because you can see a lot of rituals, traditions that they were used to do. In the cart life. So it's actually historical book that tells about the Trojan War, but not in the background of the Greek mythology, but on the contemporary medieval time from the contemporary time of the author of the manuscript. You can see very fantastic dragons. But also usual life from the castles from medieval age times. A lot also of golden illumination of the sky and the book has also very special cover. This single leaves is the part of our collection from 20 single leaves of the Islamic book illumination, but that one is exceptional because this is the only one single leaf that comes from the European manuscript, which was not written in Islamic countries, but it has strong influences from the Islamic countries. This is single leaves from Italian author La Sforza. The original, it comes from Milan from 15th century, from 1459, and this book is about hunting. This is the hunting book, but the original of the book was written by the Arabic author, which was Al-Mahdi. And unfortunately, in the medieval times, the manuscript of the Arabic version disappeared. So that copy was the earliest copy of this original manuscript, and it shows, of course, because we have Islamic countries have a lot of tradition of falconry also. So this book tells about a lot of different types of the hunting in the medieval age times. This is, for example, the scene from the medieval hunt with the oriental landscape. You can see the castles on the background, and like almost theatral scene of the hunt. So you can see hunting dogs, greyhounds, people hidden in the trees, and two more men waiting from the distance with two more hunting dogs, and with the black roar in the middle. And this book is similar to another hunting book from almost the same time, which is this. It's Gaston Phoebus, the French author And this book is about different types of the hunting methods. So you can see descriptions of the hunting, and you can also experience diverse hunting strategies that people used to use in medieval ages. So you see there are descriptions to the image. And also the cover, especially the French leaves, flowers, and this is the copy of the cover from the original cover. So it's the silk material with golden embellishments. Catalog from our works. You can find out more information about what we are doing in two languages, in English and in Arabic. So it's for it to discover what is facsimile edition exactly, how long time it takes to produce the book like this, and why the replicas are the same as an original. So it's you see a long process with using of high modern technologies, but also handwork. Like for example, gold illumination, gold embellishments are made by hand. Also the cover of the book are made by hand, in the traditional way as it used to be in the medieval times.